let's talk for a second, athlete training versus bodybuilding. And so for the average athlete, or for the average high school student, says, I don't want to be an athlete. I just want to bodybuild. Well, how do you see those two things as different, and are they different? And, what do you say to the person who says, well, I'm not an athlete, I just want to get bigger?
If they have already kind of like, I kind of classify myself in a sense as like, I just really, really enjoy training kids. It just so happens that 99.9999% of them play a sport. So it turns into a lot of that. At the end of the day, if a kid comes to me, he's like, yeah, I don't play sports, I just want to get big, I'm all for it. I love it. The main thing that's really going to change is the rep ranges. If your goal is to just bodybuild, you got to be in that 8 to 15 rep range. If your goal is to get stronger, we're going to be in that 1 to 6 rep range. We're still going to do a lot of the similar things because, again, a lot of the kids we're still going over those basic movements, so we're still going to bench press. We're still going to squat. We're still going to deadlift and split squat and lunge and curl and tricep extension and all those type of things. We're still going to do all of those. And I do those with all of them. Because I do still want, the kid that just wants to get yoked, I still need him to be a little strong. And the kid that just wants to be strong and hit a baseball 450 feet still needs that muscle to balance out that strength, right? Kind of like how you were just saying, a bunch of people can give out a ton of force, but they can't absorb it. And I think building a lot of muscle, like hypertrophy type of training does play a part in that. So you'll see a lot of like hybrid style training coming from me, where it's a little bit of mix of both. I kind of try and read the kid the best that I can. And sometimes I'm in groups, 2 or 3 kids. So I try and read them the best that I can. Do they kind of like squatting and deadlifting a little bit more? Maybe they like the bench pressing a little more. And we're definitely going to do a little bit of everything and a little bit of both, because I do think it's important at that age to just explore all aspects of fitness. But if a kid just comes in and he's like, hey, I just want big biceps and a six-pack, I'm all for it. If he wants to hit a baseball 450 feet, I'm all for it. But we are going to do some mix of both. It just depends on how we're going to go about that and where we're going to place the bias.